Hello guys, Zanitor here, and welcome back to Skylines Parklife, where this time, I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to find out. I think I said I was going to expand over here, and start expanding more into this area, and building this into a new, sort of downtownish area, and all that good stuff. But we're going to make another off-ramp from here, and perhaps another one from here onto this bit as well, just to make it easy on ourselves ahead of time, because otherwise we know it will become a problem, because it always does. But yeah, welcome back, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys are still enjoying the series. It seems to still be doing well. Again, I'm sort of on the backlog of stuff, so I'm not sure how it's been doing regularly, but I got my first video of it uploaded today, luckily, in a little while, so I was happy with that. And yeah, we're gonna see how everything goes as we get back into this, I guess. I've been playing Fortnite, which should, it's already been up on the channel and well up on the channel before you guys see this. And I've been having a lot of fun, and we may even have some Realm Royale coming out shortly as well. I think Zach and I are going to play that maybe tonight or tomorrow. It's a little bit late tonight, so I'm not so sure, but yeah, it's been going well. We've been kind of helping each other along with being able to record those games, so it's been quite easy in that sense. And yeah, we've been enjoying ourselves quite a bit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to build some separate roads here. So I'm going to have one that goes off this way. And then, actually, I downloaded a mod. I think I forgot to install it or enable it. But it was supposed to be for parallel roads, so when I built that, it was going to build one beside of it. But I think I'll have to make sure I do that next time. But yeah, it was trending, and it seemed really neat, so I guess expect that next time. But what I was thinking is, I could probably connect this up and connect it to here somehow, but I guess that might get a bit busy the more I look at this. But I might be able to figure it out somehow, and we're going to try at least. So we'll do something to like there, and then something like that, which I know is not perfect, but it's going to do. And then for the people wanting to go straight, maybe we can do like a nice little two-laner coming off like so. So like a spot it wants to. I've done these quite closely, so it's a bit awkward. Losing my voice already, as I always do. Wouldn't be a Skylines video if I didn't nearly lose my voice right in the beginning. Is there any way to like get this on here? Like, there we go. Found a little happy spot. Then something like that, and then like something as simple as that, maybe. We'll see what happens. And then maybe even can do something for the people that want to go the opposite way. Like this. And then bring it up, a little bit higher here. And then out to there. So that makes that work pretty easily. And then for the people who want to go that way, can just go that way, obviously. So we'll try that, and then to connect this up, so maybe for people wanting to get into here a little more quickly, we could upgrade this here to a 2-lane. Bring off one that goes right into here. Maybe I'll do it more like this, just to get the right angle on it. And then, if people want out as well. Oh. Doesn't want to bend exactly as I wish it would, so I'll just have to do that for now. So we've got that. And then what could we do? What else could we do? So yeah, we would like a way for people to get into here. So we could come off of here. Maybe we'll build a little bit more of this road. I'm just sort of winging this. I'm sure you can tell. I'm sure it's very easy to tell. But yeah, I like trying stuff like this. It's a bit fun to toy around with, so that's why I'm doing it. I'm gonna do something along the lines of just this. That lines up to here. And then come out here. We can curve around and on up. And then for the people wanting to leave, we're going to make this look messy. And that's kind of the way I like it, to be honest. I like this. I like the messiness of it and how it looks. I know it's not maybe the most functional thing in the world. But, you know, it tends to work, and that's the main thing. I just realized that's not even going to work because it's not both ways. Which I'll probably just fix because that's fine. It would work both ways. There we go. It won't make any difference. So there we are. And that's going to be an easy way for them around, or, well, as easy as possible. So that could be a way out that way. Fine and dandy. People wanting to get in can. If someone wants to get from this side, we can bring them off of here.
This
like
is
so.
Classics, the city's #1 source for music older than the city itself.
And then like this, and down. Then I'm gonna upgrade this to a 2-lane. This may not work at all, by the way, but I'm trying it. So there we go. And then in my head, this works. So I'm just gonna play it and see what happens. Because the worst thing I can say about it is it didn't work, which I think it should be okay. In theory. But I kind of like these sometimes, the ones that even though it looks like you could just do that straight, you kind of do it like as a little off turn. I think it's fun sometimes. But yeah, so, I mean, someone's using it. Someone's using it again here a little bit quicker, which is kind of nice to see. So we'll just keep expanding off of this. Excuse me. And we'll do that just with some basic roads here. And just start expanding into some new neighborhoods and things like that. Try to get the, you know, desire for it up and everything. Which is something, you know, you can kind of tell we're struggling with here and there. But hopefully we can manage to get it. I'm sure you can tell at this point as well. We're starting to struggle with some lag. It's definitely starting to get us a little bit here. But I'm hoping that, you know, things will hold out well enough and not become too big of an issue. You know, that we can keep growing. I figured if it gets bad enough, it's okay. We can just move on to the next thing. But I'm really curious to see this through now and do as much as I can. Because, you know, I mean, I've already came quite far. It feels silly to not do so. So let's go ahead and turn it back to the normal time as well. I think we'd be using like 10 a.m. or I think right there is nice. Just high noon. I just clicked out of the window and now I gotta bring OBS back up. There we go. Professionalism. So we're pretty much covered. Just need a little bit more just there. And we're still running okay on that, which is great. As for this, I don't know if this makes any noise. I'm gonna say it probably does. So we won't go too far. One thing we're going to do this time is we're going to go ahead and give it a metro. Because I think it's going to be a necessity very quickly here. And I feel like this is a perfect spot for it. And we'll go ahead and make sure that we have the curvability. Like so. And then I meant to create a new line, but that's fine as well. So we can go just like that. And that should work pretty well. This seems to be working just fine, which is good to see for now. People are using this way and everything too, which is really nice to see. It might actually break up some traffic coming in from other areas. Wow, quite a bit going this way too, which is really cool. Hopefully this doesn't get too busy. This bit's pretty, you know, it's got a lot of traffic coming in and out most of the time. But I think that's just because, you know, don't know why they're doing that and just like careering across each other, but they are. And then they slowly pull right, but it doesn't seem to really be too big of a problem, so I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, everything here seems to really be running just fine. I think everything over here is probably, yeah, okay. It's sort of making its way back in, so that's good to see. I kind of forgot that we, you know, I would say tarted up this area, but we sort of messed up this area and then managed to bring it back to somewhat, you know, within its life again. But yeah, it seems to be doing okay, so that's good to see. Over here, we probably... Okay, so we're good on the medical front, we're good on the crematorium. Fire department is something we definitely could use, so we can pop that in there. And for police department, we will definitely need one, especially for the Eden project there. Excuse me. And then prison, we probably could use another one of these at some point. And, I mean, well, I mean, right here doesn't really hurt to have a prison. It's kind of set out spatial-wise for it. Looks nice and menacing as you come in. There we go. And that's easy access from the roundabout. And all this seems to be running okay. I don't really see too many, like, traffic issues or anything. We're busy, but it's just because we're a big city, I think. So that's fun. Now, one thing we obviously want to do is we want to expand this, of course. Probably into most of this area. Let's do a big ol' area for it. We're going to try to hopefully... Is this doing anything yet? 4 people, okay. We're going to try to hopefully fill this in with some nice housing and stuff, but we're going to, first of all, come in with, like, you know, our dog parks and stuff that we usually do and try to make it look nice and be appealing to people. Which with the Eden project around, it's not going to be hard. So that's great. And the first things first, looks like we're going to be starting with some... Oh, a lot of unhappy people, don't know why. Looks like we'll start with some of this. This. Offices. We'll do a lot of offices because we do have a lot of unemployment. I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't know if that's just not enough jobs or what it may be, but we'll try to sort it out a little bit by doing that. And we'll just kind of let that fill in. That'll take a little bit of time, but that's okay. Not any rush, so that's fine. One thing that, you know, I would like to sort of tackle is I think some areas are looking for obviously a bit more maybe commercial needs in certain places. You know, like in this area, there's, you know, there's some. I'm slightly tempted to start taking this over a little bit with, you know, high density stuff. Because, yeah, the low density, it works and everything, but it's like right on the main road. It's in the city. I feel like we could put them, you know, out in the burbs a little bit. I don't really know if you need a mix, but, you know, it kind of feels like something you probably should do to a certain degree. And as you can tell, I'm just sort of replacing these guys. I can just replace them with the big boys, and it shouldn't hurt anything. There we go. So that should start filling in at some point here. That's all of that, I believe. And then, yeah, we could in theory go ahead and start adding some in there, which I might, I know this looks nice with all of this, but I might upgrade some of this to that just for the parking aspect of it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll let that sort of figure itself out, and then we can add a little bit more in the way of maybe changing over the housing and everything too, because I feel like as it is, if I do it now, we're just going to lose all the people and then I won't be able to just regain them, because I think that's exactly as it will happen. Just due to how it is right now. I would like to turn it all into high-tech housing and all that, which is kind of what I wish I did in more areas, which, I mean, I still very well could. Like this area, well, I think it has all that, yeah. So I guess this will technically have to become that at some point. Yeah, so it'll eventually make its way into that. It's just going to take a little while, I guess. So yeah, we'll just, I guess it's a waiting process. We'll see if we can manage to get some people in here, and get it building up. And in the meantime, I guess just keep expanding some other areas. I don't think I'm going to do this one just yet, because I feel like if I do that, I'm just expanding too quickly. You know, kind of beyond my means. I think I'm getting to the end game, most definitely here. Just, you know, I've sort of hit, like, most of the goals that you would really set when you're playing this game, so, or at least that I would set. Seeing if there's room for the panda sanctuary over there, but not really. And that sort of works. Why not? I mean, have a little panda sanctuary there and make that look really dumb. Sure. Maybe not. I'd almost rather have it up here, and even then it feels wrong because it's right beside of the church. But you know what? I want it somewhere, and there's already tourists coming up here, so I think it's just going to have to do. At least for the meantime. Wow, this, like, a lot of traffic kind of flowing through here, but it's nice to see. I like how this turned out. This was a good little maneuver, I think, actually, in the end. I didn't know how it's going to play out, but, like, this is being well used, and seems like everything is going pretty swiftly, so I'll have to remember this one. That's for sure. And, yeah, this whole mess of an area. There's like little gaps in between here, but I don't really know what to do with them. I mean, I guess, like, could throw in the temple complex. Nothing really stopping me from doing so. Maybe not though, you know, just to get it down and everything. Not the worst placement in the world. We do have a boat museum, which I kinda, yeah, I think something like this would be best for it. Just right off that, so you don't have to build a whole new dumb road for it or anything, and it kinda goes with that. I think that works pretty well. So that's everything on the first page. Got everything there, all that we can do. We're pretty close to having the, I guess this is this tourism? Yeah, tourism. So we're pretty close to having that. If I really wanted that, I probably could even just expand it into this district. You know, it may not be the worst idea in the world. I'm not even sure what this district is in comparison, to be honest. Don't know what I did differently with it, so I might even just sort of come in and do this. I think I made it like loving of certain things or something. But really, I'd rather just go on full tourism on this, because I'd rather be able to expand that a little bit more. So I'll do something like that. And maybe all the way up through here. Shouldn't be building up there, but you never know. There we go. And, yeah, all this seems to be alright. This is obviously going to be rebuilding and figuring itself out. We actually got a little bit of a necessity there for residential for, like, the first time, which is nice to see. Wow, that is insane, actually, the amount of people walking there. That's awesome, though. I'm glad to see that. So that's really cool. This little road here is like such a constrictor, basically. Wow, that services a lot of people. That is kind of crazy. I feel like I almost need to build another road system to get by this. Which, you know, maybe that wouldn't be such a bad idea. I don't think this one's needed here anymore, actually. Like, yeah, it's power to what was needed now. But no, I mean, that's actually a little bit tempting now that I think about it, is maybe connecting this up somehow. Don't know if that would be stupid or not, but you know, don't know until you try. So maybe something like that. Again, maybe something that comes in like so, and the space elevator is obviously doing a lot of work. And this, technically, we don't need to have a, what's this, what's with the water? What have I done? Have I disconnected power from the water? No? Oh. Okay. I've disconnected something somewhere. What's happened here? Not entirely sure what I disconnected in this situation.
Just makes you want to make a cup of tea.
So this is connected to there, so all the power coming from this should be fine. All this is connected. I don't know if that needs to be connected. Okay, apparently that was the big thing. Sure, apparently. And as for water, okay, I guess it's just being solved. Excuse me. Sure. I don't know what really happened there, to be honest. So what I'm gonna do here, come in on this, turn that off. Oh, didn't mean to do that, meant to do this. And then have this as a right-only thing. And obviously we got some problems here with speed when it comes to getting to places. So I'm hoping this will break up some of that traffic with all the people trying to go this way, maybe. Excuse me. I don't know what's up my throat today, and every day. But it seems like I always really struggle when I'm trying to record this game. I don't know if I just need a drink more. I'll do that now. Alright. So, this doesn't have a lot, hilariously. I feel like that's dumb. Wonder actually. Maybe that. So no one's like stepping on each other's toes. It can be like that. And then that has to go to that. That might work. And that should work itself out, I think, a little bit. They just obviously have to yield to the pedestrians, which crazy amounts of them are coming in there. It may be better served over here, just so people aren't crossing the road so much. We'll try that and see how it works. Hopefully nothing, yeah. Just make sure nothing screws up when I did that. Because I think it's this being compact. I don't really want to move anything, because I don't want to have to move this and break all this down. But yeah, it's obviously going to be, it's just the issue with this. And I'm guessing everyone's just going right here, aren't they? Oh no. Okay, a lot of them are still just going straight. It's like a fair few going right, but then there's, I guess, the other lot there, which is slowing people down. Which, you know, I mean, these buildings aren't that important. They're just some things, and then we have the tower that I can move anywhere. You know, like the tower could actually work here if it fits, which it does. Which should clear this out. Obviously, I've made it a bit busy now, but which people aren't going this way so much anymore, which might not be such a bad thing. Maybe if just did this. Then that keeps the traffic constantly moving through there. Or at least it should do, other than the buses that are stopping. Which also might not be helping the situation. Let's see if that does anything. Curious if that makes a difference once everything sort of like sorts itself out. Oh, the lag is getting a bit much now. I don't know what type of frames per second I'm getting anymore, but I can imagine it's not high. It is definitely not high. This is such a lackluster theme park. I used so much room for this and it did not need it. I could have really condensed this so much more. Which, you know, might not be the worst thing to do, but maybe we can do that and then help the roads, but who knows. Okay, it's broken up a lot. I think the ones that were a problem before has sort of sorted itself out to a certain degree. So who knows, maybe that'll be beneficial for the area, not back up so much in this bit. And the rest of it I feel like it's doing pretty okay of what I can tell. It's a little bit hard to see with all the tall buildings here now, but I think it's doing alright. And over here we're getting some tall buildings, which is pretty cool to see. And seems like everything's going okay. So that's awesome. Yeah, I think we should be alright. Realize I never filled in this area, which I think what I'll do is that, then some offices. I feel like that'll be a pretty good bet. But yeah, nope. And Zach is awake, and I was just about to end this video, so that works out pretty well actually. But yeah, I thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you guys so much for watching, like I said before, and thank you for, you know, the patroning and being a patron. Right now we have Zach Scott and Mario the Smash Bro, which, you know, there may be more by the time of this, and sorry if on this series if I'm not up to date. I have been uploading these ahead of time, so I may not be up to date on everyone who is, so if someone else does become a patron, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and it really helps me out. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye. Hey, thank you for watching. I'm Zanitor, and please like, comment, and subscribe. That will help me out very much, and I hope to see you guys here again. Goodbye.